Project status, Walleye Bridges, did meet with Scott Mack down there. I think that was last week, and he brought some additional work to his driveway. They didn't get the radiuses built really quite the way they should be. And after it rained, we found it was going to pond some water on the north side, so we're going to put a culvert through the driveway too. Nice. Just shaping on the drainage ditch bank a little bit too. Contractor had quite a few, but he's got quite a bit of work to do, just finishing up, getting the rock picked up and some broken concrete through there, and then get it seeded. Overlay project, contractor set the string line today and plans to start paving on N20 at the Carroll County line tomorrow morning. We intend to keep updates posted to our website. Rain in the morning, of course, might slow him up getting started. At least it sounds like it's going to rain. Talking about it, I'm not sure how much he can stand. PC patching at the bottom there.
That total don't work out too good.
Doesn't it?
No.
Oh, geez.
we went to $2 million on a $200,000 project.
My finger got fat. Take one of the five out. It's $256,130.
That might work.
Prove it effort. Well, I tried to cut and paste it from the spreadsheet I had it in, and that didn't work very well, so I had to retype it. Again, the original contract was for $171,706. We've got some patches on M68 that I recommend that we should do it at $50,000, and then we do have some additional patches on M55 that were marked originally last spring, and then we've taken them out when it looked like our dollar amount was going to go over what we had budgeted. And those 12 patches amount to about $30,000 or so on patches in there. And then there was a spot show up on the Lakeview Corp line there, Old State Road, I can't remember what the number was. There's two spots there that they had a pavement need this summer and needs to be patched. And so actually that price would be split between us and the city of Lakeview.
Dean, last week we had some discussion that in his original current budget, he had $200,000 budgeted, and the estimate come in at 171. So we were talking about maybe doing additional fixes at least to get to the $200,000 area, and then he also had several others. We are now receiving about $98,000 twice, correct?
Yeah, I think it's...
That we were not budgeting as revenue.
Right. The IDOPS money was not in the budget. And I think we got, I think it was 93,000, it's not even. I think it was 93,000 this year, it's going to be 113 next year.
So approximately 100.
Yeah, I think your total might be right, but
So we asked him to look at what he thought really needed to be done. If we have to amend the budget, we can to expend the additional approximately $56,000.
yeah. Well, and right now with the budget, depending on what our other construction area, but we had 60,000 in there to grade around
Right, that's
on
right.
E to 9, which I don't think that's going to happen.
Have you had any other contact?
Either one of them, no. So actually, at this dollar amount, we would not have to amend the budget.
Okay.
I guess if you were going to leave anything out, I would probably leave out the M55 ones. Some patches that have been cracked for quite a while. They really aren't moving a whole lot, but they marked them. There were areas that they thought wouldn't hurt to replace, so.
How do you guys feel about this proposal?
Use up the extra stimulus, part of the stimulus.
Yeah, I've got to submit, I think by the 15th, and I haven't seen any report come out from the DOT of the state, but we suppose by the 15th of September, we're supposed to tell them where we're going to spend the money. And I plan on telling them we're using, some of the stimulus, all of the stimulus money for our patching, which is, patching all over the county, so it's not like picking one certain area.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah,
Jeff?
I think it's a good time to get some work done on that M55. We don't want it to go to pot either.
Well, and again, on our estimate, we were up over 200,000, and he come in at 171. I think the next low was, he was 200,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was significant.
Quite a bit different.
Yeah, 201, and the next guy was 216, and the top one was 235, so I don't, my thought at this point is that I'm not sure you're gonna get a bid that cheap, in the near future.
So if we include those at this time, will they use the same rate?
Yeah.
I think we need to do it.
And he had told Chris that, he was needing some work to fill out the year.
So he's willing to take on the extra.
Yeah, we haven't given him the total yet, but I'm pretty sure he will. I'd be surprised if he wouldn't.
That's a very competitive bid.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna need to do it in the next year or two at max anyway, I think with this additional stimulus money, I think we should go ahead and take it.
I think I do too.
The other thing to keep in mind too is just like on that original contract price, when you submit a project like this, you don't know how many patches they're going to get through to a day. That depends on how spread out they are and how much production they can get. And so one of the numbers that's in there is flaggers and a daily fee for flaggers and pilot car, which of course as you get later in the fall you won't get quite as much production, so the amount for flaggers and patchers or flaggers and pilot cars will probably go up a little bit. And the other thing with that original number is typically when we go out there to patch, we always find a few that we extend because they cracked a little bit further or something. So everything's done by a price per square yard and price per unit. So I didn't go back and look, but I would guess we typically run 5% over maybe on our patch. So
Is the old concrete our property?
yes, they haul it basically into our yard. Well, Mike's trying to work a deal there too. This contractor is the one that's actually patching up on Highway 20 now. And we've made arrangements for them. They're hauling that broken concrete to that stockpile west of Shaler. And the contractor's going to crush it. The DOT was guaranteed a certain amount of that product back, and then we're going to buy what's left when they're done. But if it works out right with the crusher, we might try to haul some of our product, especially up in that corner of the county, into that pile, have it crushed there rather than haul it down here and then haul material back at some point in the future. So we would have to have those stockpiles around the county. Anyway, I'll double check with him and make sure that he's still receptive to adding those patches. So